Okay, so we are going to do a demo in Adobe Bridge. It's a part of the Adobe Creative Suite. Primarily the utility of this software is to basically wrangle all of the photos that you take. If you are, photographers, if they take a lot of pictures, it can be a lot of work keeping up with all of those images. So Bridge is one way to not only look at those and organize them, but also do some different things with those images. So I'm just going to use a few images that I have on my thumb drive that I've shot. And what I want to do with those images is I want to make a collection of them. Let me double click on that, give that a second to open up. And you can see it just starts showing me some of the various images that I have. And I'm just going to make a little collection out of some of the images of the JBC building here on campus. So if I click on this one image, in my preview screen over here, I can see some of the metadata about that image. The ISO setting for it was at 100, and the f-stop aperture in it was 3.1, and also auto white balance was active on the camera. And again, if you take a good shot, that's what's great about the metadata. You can go back and look at the sort of the history of what your camera settings were, and also if you take a bad shot, you can say, why did this shot not work? Sometimes by looking at the metadata, it can help you to, understand and to take better images. And also it shows me the resolution of the image. It shows me the PPI, the pixels per inch of the image. Still a big and good resolution image. And it also shows me the color model. Sometimes that matters if you're trying to get images ready for print, whether it's in an RGB color model or it's in a CYMK. So again, all really great stuff about Bridge that it's able to show us. I want to make a collection of a few of these images though. I have one image selected right now. I want to select a few others. So I hold down Shift and that let me select another. And with those two images, I'm going to go ahead and make a collection. So if I go here and click Collections, and currently I have no collection, so I need to go down to the icon. There's a little plus sign by it. If I click that, and it's asking me with the files that I already have selected if I want to put those in the collection, and I do. And I want to title this collection. I'm just going to call it a Bridge Demo. I would like for y'all to title it Class Exercise 4 or something like that, so that everything we do, is a key to today. So I'm going to hit Enter. And so those are already in that collection. But I want to put a couple more images in there. So I'm going to go back to Computer, back to my thumb drive. There are a couple other images. That one shows my color speed, my shutter speed. And you can do this once you have put your folder. You can just drag and drop the images at that point just directly over into your folder. Oops, I shouldn't have put that one in there. I don't think it went automatically. Only put image file types. Don't put a PDF in there. I tried to do that, but it didn't work. I don't think it would take it. So I've got 4. Actually, it did put it in there. Just out of curiosity. But of course, because it's not an image file anymore, it doesn't have any metadata. But I'm going to leave it in there. I want to see what it's going to do. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Make a collection. The next thing we want to do is batch rename these files, because right now they've got a variety of different names to them. So the way that I'm going to batch rename these, and to do this, be sure you are in your collection. But now I want to select all of these. Control A, Command A on the Macs. And after I do that, I can go to Tools and Batch Rename. And in the Batch Rename folder, it shows me basically the sequence of the title for the images that I'm doing. But this is real important when you do this too. You can choose to have them rename the original images or recreate those images. I think it's better to have it recreate the images to another folder. So I would tell it to copy to another folder and then browse for where you actually want to send the copied images that you're going to make. And I'm just going to send them to the desktop for now. All right, and then I need to choose like how I want to rename these folders or the titles of these images. And again, I want to call this class exercise 4. I'll just put that. And then what else could we put on there? We could have it show the date. I'll just put that on there. That's fine. And then the other things we want it to show a little bit of the metadata about the shots that were taken. So let's say I wanted to show the ISO and the aperture setting. What I'm going to do is go to metadata. And also, if you don't see these additional information areas here, hit either the minus or the plus to add more metadata that you can show. So the first one I've already got set as far as the aperture value. That's where it's showing right there. And again, aperture corresponds to the f-stop, on a camera. And then if I want to show the ISO rating, once I put that there, it will include that in the title too. And then after, I show that, I'm done with that. I'm just going to go ahead and hit rename. And that is that as far as that part. The next thing I want us to do with this collection, though, is to also output it. Well, first, before we output it, let's filter them a little bit. And to filter them, we're going to open them in Camera Raw. And some of this is stuff you could do in Photoshop just as well, some of this filtering of the images. Hopefully Bridge will pull out of it. All right. Okay, and of course, as I said before, I dropped a PDF into my collection, and notice that PDF is not showing up here. Bridge is only going to affect a JPEG, a PNG, a TIFF, or a BMP, an image file type. It's not going to do anything to a PDF. So, and currently this top image is selected. And there's various things. This is just going to be a click-through project in terms of what you do with this image in Image Raw. There are various things you can do with the image. I can play with the tone, the value range of the image, the detail, the sharpness of it. Also, lens correction is, let's see, is pretty fun. Traditionally, historic photography. You remember when photographers, I know you don't remember, but you've seen when photographers used to actually put a drape over their head when they're actually taking a picture. That's to keep light from getting into on the film plate. And normally what the look that sort of gave an image is it would look a little burned sort of around the edge because sort of light got underneath the frame. You can create that look a little bit with vignetting the image a little bit, and it just adds a little bit of depth to the image. You can change the color of the vignette that is happening on the image. So again, just sort of click through and just see what you can make in terms of what you produce with this exercise. and then and do some filtering to each of the images. Let me just do something to this one. Whether that be with color, tone, really anything that you'd like to do for it. And then, and I do believe also each of these changes that I do, yeah, we'll see. I may have to save each of these individually. And if you're going to do that after you do changes to them, do select all and then save those images. But for now, I'm just going to hit done on this. Okay, and it did apply those to my collection, so that is what I wanted to see. And the last thing I want to do is I want to output these as a PDF. Okay, and let me adjust my workspace a little bit. This area over here is really what I'm interested in. A PDF can be several different sizes. It's based on a paper size, like 8 by 11 or a letter size or a legal size piece of paper. And right now this is set to be A4 size, and I guess that is fine. I could also look at it in inches to see a better correlation between what we're accustomed to. Because the images the PDF that we're going to create is going to be viewed on primarily a desktop monitor, let's turn our orientation landscape. And also there is empty space around my image, so I can choose to make that color either black or white. I'm just going to make it black there. And then let's see what else. Also, when you do this, output this PDF, I want you to put the file name onto the image too. And I guess it's already appearing there. Yeah, on overlays. Be sure that you have a file name selected. And you can also change the color of the file name. For example, I made my page color black and my file name is black too, so it wouldn't show up. So do be sure to be sure that it's going to be visible. Let's see, we don't have to do a page number. And this actually is a great tool for doing a collection, and later we're going to be uploading these collections to a PDF site such as SlideShare or Issue. So this is really good for documenting and denotating everything that we're doing. Let's see. You could also put settings onto it for playback, but we're not going to do that. We could also put a watermark on this. We didn't do it in this class, but we did it in the intro graphic design class. We made a PNG with your name on it and this term. You could put that PNG on this document to watermark it. And as a photographer, that's awesome to be able to do, because there's so many images out there. You need to always make the images you put out there very distinctive. So that's how you could actually insert a PNG onto it. And again, the property of the PNG that makes it useful in this situation is it has a transparency. So, but you could also just insert some sort of text information on there too. So that's all I'm going to do. So I want to save this, and again, I'm going to put it on the desktop. Just give this a random. Ooh, I did a really bad job. That's horrible. Oh, and I only chose one image too. So my video is about to be over